Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's video is going to be my Valentine's Day video. I'm going to clean and decorate, and I'm only going to do my living room and my kitchen. It's Valentine's Day. I'm not going to go through the whole entire house and decorate. I was thinking about doing my bedroom just a little bit just because it's Valentine's Day, but I still haven't decided if I want to do that or not. So I didn't do that in this video. I just stuck to my kitchen and my living room. But I hope this helps you and gives you some motivation and inspiration to decorate your house for Valentine's Day. Tell me if you do decorate your house. Do you decorate your house for Valentine's Day, or is it just kind of like one of those holidays that just, flies by for you and it's just not a decorating your house kind of holiday?
Isn't this a good life? Sitting on the front.
So before I started decorating, I wanted to go through and just kind of like dust everything, especially my birdhouses. They get kind of dusty sitting up here. So I just wanted to run my little duster over everything and just kind of clean everything up, and then start to try and figure out what I am going to do. Again, like every time I decorate, I struggle and struggle and struggle. So this video went on all day long. You'll notice at the very end, it goes from bright and sunny to it's pretty dark outside at the very end. So it takes some time and it's kind of frustrating sometimes. So I just have to decorate it, walk away from it, come back and walk away again. It's just a process, it's like everything else. Sometimes I don't like what I do, but I just leave it because I've just messed around with it so long that I just don't want to deal with it anymore. And that's kind of how I did my 2 shelves with my birdhouses on it. Those frustrated me because I was not liking the way they turned out. I just decided to do like a little thing here or there, not change a whole bunch up, because I do like my birdhouses there, but later on I add like a red birdhouse, you'll see, and it was kind of throwing off how it looked. I wasn't liking it, but I ended up just keeping it, and I changed it up a couple times and just left it the way that you'll see here at the end of the video. But decorating's a process. So I know it seems so like it's just decorating whatever, but it's your house. You want it to look nice. You have all these things that you want to display, but sometimes they just don't fit where you want them to fit, or it just doesn't look right. So it's just a process that takes time in order for you to get the look that you want.
Sipping on the rocks, citrus in our beverages. Citrus in our beverages.
So here I'm just going around and pulling all of my Valentine's Day things out. The majority of my stuff was in here, in this one cabinet, but I had some in the little this little table right here, and then a couple things underneath my hutch. So I was just kind of pulling them all out to see what I had and what I had to work with. And then later on, I end up going to Dollar General to see what they had, because my husband had to go somewhere. So I was like, hey, I'll go with you if we could just stop. So I went in there, and they actually didn't have their Valentine's Day stuff out yet, but they had all their boxes there. So my husband was with me, and he opened all of them up. So I was able to get some really cute things, which you'll see here in the kitchen. And I think I put I got these little gnomes, and I put a couple of those on my shelves where my birdhouses are. But just like the little plaques and little things like that, they're super cheap, but they're really cute. Like I've said it before, Dollar General has some really cute holiday stuff, and it's just a couple of bucks. It's not anything expensive over the top. You can go there and get a whole bunch of like little filler things, which is what I like to do. So if like you decorated like a tier tray or something like that, though, that kind of place is perfect to get those little bitty things that you need to fill those little areas.
Always pretty smiles are covering our faces. It is all lies. It is all lies. On and on it goes, round and round.
Okay, so this is one of the areas that I was struggling, these 2 shelves right here. I changed this around so many times and I couldn't get it right. You can see I'm sitting there in defeat. I'm like, oh my gosh, my husband's sitting on the couch and he's like, why don't you just take a break? So I ended up taking a break, and that's when we went to the store, and I I just thought, you know what, I'm going to keep it really super simple. I'm going to not overthink it like I always overthink everything, and just add a couple little things here and there. And so once I started to do that, then I was like, okay, this is perfect. This is fine. I wanted to keep the majority of my birdhouses on here anyway, so I was just adding those little bitty touches to show that it, you know, it's Valentine's Day.
Breathing out air for a minute, taking my time to begin with. On and on it goes, swinging down in life, you know. Breathing out air for a minute, yeah. Hey.
Once I got the last little bit of decorations up, I decided to go ahead and vacuum really quick. I didn't mop this day. I just ran a really quick vacuum, and I was done in this room, and then we'll go and head into the kitchen and get that decorated.
You know it's way too late, regretting our mistakes. You got so head over heels crazy. Need to apologize, we went too far this time. Come a little closer, there's something I have to say. I love you and I hate you and I hope you feel the same. Come a little closer, baby, please don't walk away. I love you and yeah. You got nothing to prove, oh baby, I know you'll do right by me, I'll do right by you. You got nothing to prove, oh baby, I know. We got this. It's way too easy to say stuff I never do. You know it's not how I feel, baby. So can we...
Okay, so now we're moving into the kitchen. I'm going to get a few messes cleaned up first, and then I'm going to start undecorating some things so we can actually decorate for Valentine's Day.
This life can't stand to see you cry. Come a little closer, there's something I have to say. I love you and I hate you and I hope you feel the same. Come a little closer, baby, please don't walk away. I love you and yeah. You got nothing to prove, oh baby, I know you'll do right by me, I'll do right by...
Okay, so I'm going to try a few different looks on the kitchen table before I actually land on what it's actually going to look like. So I'm just showing you the process. I wanted to keep that in here because I don't get it right the first time ever. And then I'm going to head over and change out all my black and white mugs and put all my Valentine's Day mugs. I do have a red mug on there, but I take that off and I just strictly keep it to the white and the pinks. I liked that a lot better. I felt like it was flowing a lot better. And I decided to put this red runner on the little coffee bar and add a couple little Valentine's Day decorations on here, like a little truck and a little gnome. I hung that sign there. Pretty simple, but it still looks really nice and festive. And then here in a minute, we're going to move over to this little shelf. I love the shelf. I love decorating it. But normally I kind of like pile it up really high with all kinds of stuff and make it really busy. So I felt like I was just going to keep it simple and put a few things on top and then hang these little hearts across. And I originally put, here in just a minute, you'll be able to see, I put these little stands in there that say sweet, I think, on either side. And then I put that little sign in the middle. I took the sweet little stands out because they kept rolling around like that, and no matter what I did, even if somebody bumped it or every time I looked at it, it was like that. So I ended up taking those out and putting a couple Valentine's Day mugs inside of there. So you'll see that at the very end whenever I'm showing my before and afters. But I like that a whole lot better than those little things. And then I go over to my corner shelf and add a couple little pieces in there and hang that little sign next to the door. And then over here, I really wanted to keep it simple because we've been cooking and my husband cooks a lot, so he doesn't like it to be too crowded and a lot of stuff everywhere. So I just kept it simple with the little rolling pin on top there. And then I add this little sign and a few little mugs that are kind of like pushed back out of the way. And that's pretty much all I did in the kitchen. I didn't go overboard. I used what I had. I bought a couple new little things, but for the most part, I didn't want to go like super over the top. I'm literally still trying to recover from Christmas. So, for whatever reason, I don't know, I was just wanting simple. I didn't want a whole lot of stuff everywhere, and I felt like every place that I put something, it was just like the perfect amount, or, you know, the right little touch. And I really like it. You walk in here and it feels like, you know, pink and cheery and red and, you know, Valentine's Day like. So I really liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join me here. I would love to have you. And I decided to end today's video with me showing you that I'm making some Valentine's Day brownies. I thought that this would be a good little snack at the end of the night after we ate dinner. So I went ahead and just quickly made them. Two things. I loved the brownie, but because I made it in this little heart pan, it was like super thick, and I wasn't crazy about the little candy pieces that came with it and that I put on top. So I ended up, every piece that I ate, I ended up kind of like cutting off the top layer. It was just I don't know, it's too much candy. If I had to do it again, I'd probably just like lightly sprinkle some of it because, you know, my kids and my husband liked it, but it still turned out really good. Well, that's going to be it for today's video. I really hope you all enjoyed. I hope you were able to get some motivation and some ideas on how to decorate your home for Valentine's Day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and your little bell notification so you get notified every time that I upload so you don't miss out on anything. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.
Hope you feel the same. Come a little closer, baby. Please don't walk away.